Firstly, welcome to Istanbul Fintech Week. I want to start with David,
Please
if you're okay. Yes, fintech companies, for fintech companies, there is a journey from startup to scale up. Do you think for fintechs that have made the startup to scale up journey, what is the unexpected cultural challenge in becoming an established player?
Hello, first of all, it's a pleasure to sit here and talk with this incredible audience. So everything we know, everyone we know that the fintech startup, and anyways, the startup is a very long journey, and every company and every startup has to think about how to be stable and how to find out this some kind of important point by which he can attract interest of his customer. Cultural differences, of course, is very important, and still, so what we're gonna do is still we have to find out the market conditions, because we are in the technology era where the classical demand and supply theories not work anymore, because the technology, everything reshaped, by the way, the mindset of the customer. We have, in one hand, we have very developed technology direction where customer at the current stage cannot realize that in the market can exist something new, because not every customer knows technology. There are too much types of customers, so we have to attract the interest of each of other. So first moment is that the fintech companies have to somehow find out what is the innovation and how this innovation can be applied to customers' demand, because there is no some kind of one standard direction by which every fintech can go through. There is no any recipe, classical recipe. So every technology company, every fintech company have to develop their own some kind of vision by which he can attract the interest of the customer. I would say this is main point.
For development, for technology, for globalization.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And do you think, Volkan?
So, what I think, so the challenges, to understand the challenges, the cultural challenges that the startup that might face during the scale-up phase, I think we need to understand the existing culture for the startups. It is a founder-driven, high-speed, result-oriented, and agile. This is the existing culture for that startup, right? So, and when they want to scale up, it's a different phase. But there are three main cultural challenges that we see actually yesterday, even we seen here with lots of startups. If they want to scale up, they have three main challenges. First one is the management challenges, because it's a founder-driven structure. Founder decides most of the decisions, maybe
founder is very important things for startup.
Yeah, of course.
Very important.
Or founding team, let's say founding team or the VCs. So this is one of the things. And if they want to scale up, they need to change this mindset. They need to change this founder-driven decision-making process. They want to scale up, they need to create more management structure for the scale-up phase. The second one is the people culture. So during the founding stage, during the startup stage, most of the structure they build up based on people. Small founding team they have, very skillful team. But if they want to grow up, they want to scale up, so they need to grow fast. And there's a risky situation. They want to invest. They need to find the VCs. They need to find the right people, right talent at the same time. So it is also kind of a mind shift for the scale up as well. And third one is the process culture. So what I mean for the process culture, so when there's a growing need for a startup, so you need to establish stability and also sustainability for the startup. Because if you
don't build up that sustainable future for your startup with compliance, with process-driven architectures, then you are going to fail. Eventually, you are going to fail. We have seen these for the last decade, actually. Lots of startups during scale-up phase, when they didn't build any process-driven architectures, when they still trust their first instinct regarding the management, they failed. So this is the 3 points they are going to face during the scale-up phase, actually.
Okay. There is a popular idea for fintech startups for discussing. As disruptive fintech mature, there is a debate about whether there is losing their innovation edge. How do you challenge this idea?
Oh, it's hard to say, but still there is a lot of opinions by this moment, and for me, it's main point is to stay innovative on the market. Staying innovative on the market is of course is very hard. It's very hard to answer all questions which are going from the customers. But and there is always will come any other new player which will be more innovative than you, of course. But still, you have to listen to your customer. You have to realize that the market is day by day reshaping. New technologies day by day developing something new, and that's why you have to adopt and you have to implement new technology in your product. For example, if we will take the company Apple. Apple is not even more technology company. They are already fintech because they created their own market. When I'm talking about the own market, I'm talking about the iPhones. Because every customer who has iPhones, he is already included on the Apple's personal market. And now Apple is going to entered already in the fintech market, by which he is already introducing new payment solutions. Apple Pay. They already bought the UK fintech credit scoring company, and very near future they will introduce new payment solutions and new fintech solutions, new lending solutions. So that's why they are trying to be innovative in every step. They are trying to diversify their direction, diversify their business solutions, and it's applied to any kind of fintech startup. So first moment is to stay on the market with something with innovative. If you have already something innovative, but it will be not works in long time, so you have to apply new technologies, new features, I would say. Only this way you can stay innovative on this market.
Okay. Okay.
For me, actually, this is kind of a tricky question because the question itself, it says the maturity of the company and the innovativeness, let me say, is a perpetual property. But I think it is not a valid concern for me because, for example, we are a huge organization as Odea Bank, and we call ourselves as an innovative company as well. So the maturity of the company and the innovation is, I think, mutually exclusive. So you need to find a way to be innovative as well and mature as well. So to do that, we have established a new technology company for Odea Bank, Odea Tech. We have established our technology company last year. And we have an R&D and innovation team. They are fostering new projects. Internally and externally, we co-project with our ecosystem and other companies as well. So for a startup, it might be a challenge to keep and protect their innovative culture while maturing. But for a mature organization, to build up a new innovative way, I think you can keep that muscle with you, and you can keep that your core with that strength, and then you need to move on with the new innovative ideas. You need to invest all these innovative ideas so that you will get that gain. Like Apple, like David said, it's a huge organization, it's a mature organization, And it is one of the most innovative organizations in the world. So it is, I think, mutually exclusive.
They started with innovation and still going with innovation.
Yes.
A long time ago, for 20 years, maybe more, yes? 20 years, Apple is starting with totally different innovative products. They enter to the market with totally different product. Because in this period, the Microsoft was the first giant, I would say. Yeah. But still, Steve Jobs entered with Macintosh. And he goes to versus to the whole world. And still he applied this. And now we see that Apple is the first company in the world.
And if you are a community population, yes, you are a fintech company.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And last question, David. What is one lesson from the maturation journey of fintechs that can help them build companies that are not just disruptive, but also entering?
Oh, really tricky question. But so disruptive technology is a very broad area. We all know that. And the fintech, if you will take the fintech as a sector, is already disruptive. It's already make some reshaping of the traditional financial system. And we see that, for example, a few years ago, for example, traditional commercial banks was looking at the fintech like a competitors. Mm-hmm. But anyways, situation changed because commercial banks realized that be a competitor with the fintech there is no point. Anyways, they will be defeated, and the fintech companies will anyways be more innovative, more flexible, more interesting for the customers. So that's why they started cooperating with the fintech companies. And what we get new business models, which are named API business model. And now most of the commercial banks in Europe, in US, in maybe Middle East and Asian developed countries, they're starting very actively cooperating with fintech companies, and they are starting producing APIs, and the distributors of these APIs and distributors of these banking services became the fintech companies. And this is beneficial for all parties. Firstly, it makes more cheaper for the customer, more flexible for the business, it creates more, access to finance, and of course it's beneficial for the commercial banks in the one hand, and for the fintechs for the second hand. For my country, unfortunately, in Georgia, we still not have this kind of vision. Mm-hmm. In our market, is still commercial banks are looking at the fintechs like the competitors. And our association, we are trying our best to somehow create this synergy and create this vision that the fintechs are not longer the competitors. They are your friends. And you have to find out more benefits with cooperating with them. So, first lesson, which I would say that's from my opinion, from my experience, that fintech companies should never give up. Because by experience of the Georgian market, the fintech companies have huge gap with cooperation with commercial banks. Because commercial banks are trying their best to somehow cut all initiatives which are coming from the fintech companies. Because they trying to get any little share of the market and do not give access to any one other players. So first lesson, which I would say, it's fintech companies should not give up, and anyways they should go forward, go straight. They should try to find out another solution, another ways how to be sustainable on the market.
Okay.
I agree with David. So being insistent, so everything, it's going to make difference. But to me, there is one critical lesson while maturing journey for fintechs, keeping both disruptive and also enduring as well. So, and for me, it is trust. So if you build trust with your customers, with your partner, with the ecosystem, then you are going to get succeeded anyway. In somehow, you will get succeeded. But for us, what we see with startups, there are 5 major components to build that trust, actually. First one is integrity. So as a startup, you need to do what you say, and you need to say what you do. Other than you are going to fail to build that trust. The second one is compliance. So in the financial area, so this space is very regulatory. There's lots of legislation, lots of legal projects we are implementing. So you need to integrate the regulatory thinking into your core design. Otherwise, as a fintech, you will have a problem with the government, with other ecosystem partners, and then somehow this is going to be bad for your business, obviously. And third one is security. So as an early startup, so what we see, sometimes security is their not first concern, but eventually it is going to be their first concern. Otherwise, they will lose the trust, which they have built so far. In one night, they are going to lose everything. So this is what we have seen.
For sure.
And fourth one is operational resilience. So being disruptive and creating endurance, you need to behave thinkfully and strong under specific conditions and specific stress. So operational resilience under specific stress is very crucial for the startups. And the last one is the operational excellence. So you need to create that sustainable operational excellence for your business, for your startup. Otherwise, in that maturing journey, you will fail at some point while growing up your people, or with turnover, maybe in financial services. So you need to create that operational excellence. So, to me, what we see in the maturation journey for fintech, they keep their disruptive state, but if they don't build their trust, they will fail. So they should invest these 5 points to build up their maturation journey.
Thank you for answers. Our time is okay.
Not that bad. Not that bad. Yeah.
1 minute. Okay, no problem. Thank you, David. Thank you, Volkan. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.